Good evening, guys. This is Sumaiya. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today in this video we'll be learning about bedroom lighting design. It is episode 2 of our series 1, bedroom lighting. Let's get started. Bedroom. Bedroom is a place where we relax after a long day. This is a place where when we begin our day and we also end our day. So you can call it a place of escape. Primary space of a bedroom is to relax, but now the bedrooms have also become multifunctional spaces because maybe you have even your work from home setup in your bedroom. It's a multifunctional space now. Our idea of bedroom lighting design is that we create that right atmosphere through lighting. Whatever the functionalities we are going to have in that bedroom, we are going to create that right atmosphere. Okay, so for that one, to create an atmosphere, you should know about what is the main purpose of this room. You have to study the layout. So our first step is study the layout. Why we are studying the layout? To understand the purpose of the room, what are the activities performed. Okay, so if you're lucky enough, you may get direct access to talk to the client and understand about their idea, but more often you don't get that chance to speak to the client directly. But thanks to the interior designers and architects who has already done the jobs excellent, and you have a 3D floor plan, or you have even the AutoCAD plan made available to you so that you can study the layout and design accordingly. That's the purpose of sharing the furniture layout too with the ceiling layout to the lighting designers. That's the basic idea. Okay, now you can receive a file with 3D reference images, 3D rendering, just like the one I have already kept it open, and you may receive only the AutoCAD plan. So I will just just to give a small idea like how you're going to see the image or your AutoCAD plan, and just make an observation and list it down. If you're a beginner, please list it down, or if you're experienced, then it's really easy to just observe and keep the things in your mind. So if you're a beginner, please write it down, whatever your observation is in your room. Okay, so now let's focus on this picture here. Here I have a room, a very nice one, and when I see this room, I have an entry here. Okay, then when I enter this room, I have a bed space covered, means the whole room is covered with one bed space. That is the main thing. Okay, then beside it I have one small unit, then we have a TV unit, and then there is one more door here. Maybe it's a way for bathroom or a walk-in closet. So here it's very simple. It's not a multifunctional room. It's just take rest, sleep, or lie on the bed and watch TV. In the morning, just get ready here and just move on. That's it. It's very simple layout. Now, and this is a 3D image, so you can it's easy to look into it and list down the activities you can think of or you can observe. Now, next is we can receive only the AutoCAD plan, as I mentioned. So here the image of an AutoCAD plan. Okay, it may not look much appealing as the one we saw before, but this is how we are going to receive. I think 80 to 90% of your projects you are going to receive only the AutoCAD plans. So make sure you study even the AutoCAD plan thoroughly. Jot down the observations you make. So now this is the entry of the room. Okay, then on the left hand side I can see there's a table and chair. Maybe it's a study unit, or it can be even a workstation. Okay, then I have a bed space here. Then I have a window and a window seating here. A closet area, maybe this can be a bookshelf. And then when we are coming again near the entry. I have towards the right hand side a walk-in closet leading into the washroom. This is a multifunctional bedroom because I have a space to rest here, then I have a place to work, and I also have a place maybe to rest, or maybe to just read some novel, or maybe even play a violin or something. Okay, so this is a multifunctional room. Okay, now you studied the layout. This is our very first step and very important step, because based on this itself we are going to design our bedroom. Lighting, of course. Lighting design. Now you have studied the layout, you have jotted down the activities performed. Now second step is identify what are the main objects or the elements of that bedroom. First step was activities. Now second one is the objects, the features of that bedroom. Okay, now the features of that bedroom can be that it can have a fireplace, it can have a very beautiful TV unit, it can have a window with a nice sunset view. Okay, as the AutoCAD layout we studied, right? So there we have a window sitting just like that one. Okay, then we can even have an architectural feature in the bedroom. So it can be any marble wall, it can be an onyx wall, it can be some extra abstract work on the wall, anything, any architectural feature. It can even be a double height, anything which is a feature of that room. Okay, then it can be a painting, any artistic work, or any other artifacts of this room. Okay, now second list, what you're going to jot down is what are the features of this room. Now based on this is the this is going to help you in the next steps. Now next important observation for you is observe the styling of the room, whether the room is very traditional or it is very modern, or it has any contemporary touches to the room. Study the styling of the room, because when you're in the selection stage of the luminaires, you have to select something which complements the architectural or interior design features of those room. Understanding the styling of those bedroom is also very important. Okay, it is in the later stages, but it's important. Okay, so in any traditional looking bedroom you just can't go and fix any very modern looking fixture. It looks totally opposite. Observe even the styling of the bedroom. If you don't have the detail, you can take help of an interior designer or the architect. Okay, now next thing is, here comes the main part, layers of lighting. Okay, till now all the three steps whatever we did was only observing the architectural and interior elements of that bedroom. Now comes the part of the lighting. For lighting, we are going to layer the lighting. How we are going to layer the lighting? We are divide the basic three layers will be ambient lighting, accent lighting, and task lighting. Okay, we are going to look into this topic very briefly. Okay, with an example, so that I will explain you each topic. Like I said you, this one is ambient lighting and how we can use it in a project. Okay, so we are going to discuss one by one. So for that I will consider a project, a simple project. This is a layout of my own bedroom. Okay, very simple multifunctional bedroom. Let me walk you through the layout of my bedroom. Entry to the bedroom is from this door. Towards the left hand side I have a built-in closet. Center of the room there is a bed space, and towards the right side I have my workstation. This workstation has a west facing balcony, so you have nice beautiful sunset views. Okay, and then there's the other door here for washroom. The layout is very simple. Okay, now our first step was observing and writing down what are the activities the place is used for. So the place is used majorly for two activities. One is that working, second is just relax or rest. Okay, it's a multifunctional space. Now our second step is to observe the features of the bedroom. To observe the features of the bedroom, let me show you the 3D model I have made in the dialogues. Let us look around. This is the door to entry, and when I enter towards the left hand side, a built-in closet. Then I have my bed here. Towards the right side, I have my workspace. Okay, now when you observe here, what do you think are the main features of this room? Take a moment to observe this image and list down the features of the room. Since this room is very simple, let me share you the idea of my perception of this room. To me, when I enter this room from here, this is the wall which I see. Okay, so this wall is the main focus to me when I enter the room. Okay, and this becomes the feature of my bedroom. Though it's a plain wall, okay, maybe it can even be a marble wall, or it can be just a concrete wall, anything, but this is an important wall for me, so it is a feature of my room. So we have one feature. Second feature is this nice small bookshelf. So this will be the second feature of this bedroom. The third feature of this room to me is this little addition of nature in the room, a small plant. This becomes a feature of my room, especially for this workstation area. Okay, so we have finished our second step too. We have listed down what are the features of the room. Let's start the designing part. Our first layer will be general lighting or ambient lighting. So what is general lighting? General lighting or the ambient lighting, it is used to light up a room entirely or completely. The layer of the lighting is used to create an overview of the room. Okay, so the main intention here is to get an overview of the room. This doesn't mean that you have to use just 4 downlights at the 4 corners of your room and light it up. No, observe carefully and use this layer very wisely. Since the size of my bedroom is very small, okay, this part is workstation, so it is more like task, so I don't want to consider this area as a general lighting area. I would consider this area as my general lighting area, because you know this is an door entry here, okay, and this is also an exit from the room, and it is a circulation area in my bedroom. So whatever the general lighting I'm going to plan, I'll focus that the illumination is on this part of my room. Okay, the third step we discussed was observe the styling of the room. So this bedroom is not very contemporary in style, not very traditional, it's more like modern. So I'm going to use downlights for my general lighting. You can also use linear lights, you can use track lights, you can use magnetic tracks, and even adjustable downlights. Okay, for now I'm going to use downlights. These are the downlights I have, these two. Okay, the light is going to fall here, and it will be my first layer of light, that is general lighting or ambient lighting. Okay, now we have decided about the layer of light, and we have also decided what we are going to use, but there are some consideration you need to make while selecting your fixture. Okay, I have used downlights here, but what would be its wattage, what would be its lumen output, and what is the beam angle I'm going to use, what will be the CCT, how my fixture should be. Since the area to be illuminated is not much bigger, I can use something with less wattage and less lumen output. Okay, then coming to the beam angle or optics is nothing but the light is spreading on the work plane. In simple words, if I have to explain. Okay, if you have difficulty choosing the beam angles, observe the area you need to illuminate. Now This area, if you observe, it's not too big nor too small. So I'm going to use medium optic downlight. Okay, if you use something with narrow optic, it's going to create a hot spot on my floor. I don't want any hot spot, I want a very diffused look. Okay, that's the reason I'm going to use medium optic downlight. Okay, then what are the next things I would consider for this downlight is that it is anti-glare fixture, dimmable, and CCT of color temperature, the CCT of this light, I would prefer warm white, of course. So anything between 3000 to 4000 Kelvin is okay for me. You can use something even more warmer colors in your bedroom. Okay, so this was our first layer of light, that is a general lighting. Now, while placing the downlights in your room, make sure you do not place it too close to the wall. What happens when you place it too close to the wall is that it creates bad scallops pattern on the wall. You can see this image that it is creating a hot spot on the wall, and just seeing those scallops in this image is making me feel very discomfort. Okay, now see the next image, observe the difference. This is our first image. Now see, okay, got the difference? What you have to do is just move your downlights slightly away from your wall so that it is not creating any bad scallops on the wall. Okay, let's see the image again. So this is the effect when you place it too close to the wall, and this is the effect when you properly divide it and make it little away from the wall. More diffused effect, more nice. Second image looks very convincing, more warmer and more comfortable to me. Okay, now this is about general light. Next layer of light is task lighting. What is task lighting? Task lighting is the lighting we are going to use at the main active zones of the room. So wherever I have some specific task being performed, there I'm going to use task lighting. Here I have two task areas. One is obviously the workstation, and the second one is near my bed, the highlighted portion here, because maybe I would like to read a book or just write a journal at night, relaxing there. So I need some amount of task lighting there. Okay, now first thing, let's discuss about the task lighting near the bed. Okay, so basically it's for reading at night. Okay, so I can use bedside space. I can use pendant lights on the tables exactly above my bedside table, enough illumination just to read a book at night. Okay, but choose the pendant light wisely. Material of this pendant light is glass. Okay, and it is going to reflect a lot of light within and outside. It causes many reflections, and because of that it may also cause glare. Okay, these pendant lights are near to my bed. What a discomfort it may cause when it is right beside me, hitting my eye. So try to avoid this kind of fixtures. Instead you can use something with more diffuse effect, okay, which are not more glare. Choose your fixtures wisely. For the task lighting, if you're not going for pendant lights, you can even go for bedside reading light. These are more good when compared to functionality because it has flexibility to move the fixture around. You can also use table lamps as your task lighting here. Okay, this was about the first section, first area of the task lighting. Then the second area for task lighting to me is my workstation. My workstation is very spacious. This is a maximum used space to me because a minimum of 10 hours I spent here, and sometimes like today I use it for YouTube recording. This is a very important space to me. Since this space has a window to it, during the day I don't need any other sources of light because I have enough natural daylight coming into the room. It's enough to carry out the day's work. But as the day falls to night, during the sunsets and evening, I need good amount of task lighting here. Let's go to our Dialogues model. This area is majorly area where task is performed. Here at the workstation I need task lighting. Already I have two downlights here for as a general lighting area. I'm going to use the same downlights as my task light at this side, so that when you enter the room, when I enter this room, here the symmetry on the light position is maintained. Though the fixtures are same, they are used in different layers. This two downlights here are for general lighting, and this one, the two downlights here are for task lighting. This is a rendered image from the Dialux Evo. Though I have not taken the thermal picture of this calculation, without the thermal view itself, you can still observe the table that this is nicely lit. Okay, enough light to carry out the day's work. Next, again, while placing the downlights here too, make sure you're not keeping it too close to the wall. It is properly balanced so that you don't have that bad scallops pattern falling on your wall. Okay, so this is about our task lighting. Now coming to the accent lighting. What is accent lighting? Accent lighting focuses light on a particular area or the object. It is often used to highlight the art or other artifacts. To work on this layer of lighting, we need the details we jotted down in our step 2, that is observing what are the features of this room. What we listed down was I have an accent wall, I have a nice plant, and I have some nice bookshelf. Let's work on this layer of lighting, accent lighting, one by one. So the first one would be the wall. Okay, I can accentuate this wall by using a wall grazer, or I can use one small cove light detail to highlight this wall. Second feature of this room was this potted plant. To this I'm going to use a narrow optic spotlight. Okay, it is a medium sized pot, and my plant too is a aloe vera plant, and it doesn't have such broad leaves or anything. It's nice and small. So I want to highlight only the blades of this aloe vera plant. That's the reason I'm going to use a narrow optic, less wattage, less lumen spotlight here, so that only this part of my plant is highlighted, and because of the light falling from the top, I will have some shadow creation at the bottom of this plant. Let us check the render view again. Okay, so this is a render. I have the spotlight at the top, it is falling, and the plant is nicely accentuated, and it is creating very nice shadow effect over here. Other thing what you can do is, instead of using a direct downlight or a spotlight above the plant, you can slightly bring the spotlight, or you can use adjustable downlight and direct it towards this part of the plant, so that you have the shadow formation at behind. So you can play around with light and shadow effects for this plant. Look how much difference the adding one single spotlight on this plant is making. Okay, so this was our next feature. Other feature of this room is my small bookshelf. For that I will be using a joinery lighting. There are different ways to use joinery lighting. Okay, there are many details. Either you can place it in the middle of the unit, or you can place it slightly front, or you can place it at the back, or you can place it asymmetrically. So there are n number of ways to do it. You can get more creative while choosing the profiles for this, but make sure when you're using the joinery lighting, the source, the effect is more visible. Okay, and the source is hidden. Okay, and it is not causing any glare or any discomfort to the viewer. Let us check our Dialux. So this is the bookshelf. So when I see from this direction, I don't see any fixtures from this side nor this side, but I have placed the fixtures over here so that this is properly illuminated. Okay, let's check out the render for this. This is a render for the joinery lighting. You can see my bookshelf is nicely illuminated. The source is not visible, only the effect is visible, and it is creating very nicely lit, highlighting all the components I have within the bookshelf. Okay, you can see the one when other lighting is also on. You can see the difference. Very nice. This is the one way of highlighting your bookshelf. We have discussed all the 3 layers of light. Now in this bedroom, okay, I have added 2 more spotlights here, because I want the spotlights to highlight this portion of my bed. Okay, I can use it even as my night light. Like, I can dim it using this as less wattage and less lumen. I can still dim it so that I have very subtly lit nightlight effect from the spotlights. And the other thing for this is I can highlight this area of my bed. Let's run the calculation. After this, let's have a quick look on the renders. And light scene is when you combine two or more layers to create a specific effect of lighting. Okay, like you can combine general lighting with the task lighting, you can combine task lighting with accent lighting. Okay, it's more of a permutations and a combinations. Calculation is completed. In this video we are going to discuss only about the design part. In the next tutorial, that is episode 3 of series 1, we'll be discussing about calculation, like placing the calculation object. So we have finished the calculation and you can see the light output. Let us look around. Bedroom looks nicely illuminated. Though all the lights of my bedroom are on, still I have some hierarchy of lighting. Like you can see this wall is highlighted, I have this section highlighted, I have my plant highlighted, nice task lighting, more diffused effect from the general lighting. Okay, so there is a hierarchy of lighting in this room. Now let's check out some renders. And when you combine two or more layers, it becomes your light scenes. Okay, day view, night view. First light scene with only accentuating the wall. Combine it with even your joinery lighting in the bookshelf. Then you can have those small spotlights I placed near the bed as my night lights. Then I have my general light layer on. The next scene is combining with the accent lighting to the pot, task lighting at the workstation. Now I switch off the general lighting layer. Only my workstation area is highlighted now. I can switch off even the accent lighting to the wall. Because of this light scene, my room is divided as per the function. I'm not doing any changes in the interior of the space. I'm only doing the changes in my lighting, and you can see how major impact it has on the functionality of this room. This is a huge difference, right? See this space, it is nicely lit, it has some hierarchy, but I don't want to use this part of my bedroom. I only want to work here, so this is separating my workstation from my bed space. This is it, guys. In this tutorial, these are some of my learnings, some of my strategies I apply while designing a bedroom. You can add into the same design. Maybe you can use a chandelier, you can use wall sconces, based on your perception of designing the room depending on its functionality. Be more creative, explore, learn, and experiment. So this is it, guys, in this video. If you like the video, hit a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned to explore more in dialogues with me. Thank you.